Hey everyone, welcome back to George's Unboxing Show, and today, as you see, we will be unboxing the whole set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Funko Pop figures that came out recently. I would say about maybe a month ago, maybe less. So, as you see, we start from Yugi. He is number 387. Kaiba is 388. The Blue Eyes White Dragon is 389, and Dark Magician Girl is 390, rounding out the set. So as you see, we'll just look at the back of this one, so we won't have to spend as much time looking at the boxes for all of them. So here's the back. Here's the side. And I guess we'll start with Yugi first and go in numerical order from there. So let me just push those guys to the back. And let's get Yugi out of the box, and then we will move on from there. So Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you guys don't know, was a show and a card game that was popular in the 90s, I want to say. I was a big fan of the show. I mean, I liked the cards too, and I collected them, but I didn't know how to play the card game. So there's that fun little trivia for you guys. And Yugi comes with a stand. I mean, I'd imagine he might have to because his head is really big, so it might knock him off balance. So let's get a close-up of the figure. So here he is. He has some cards in his hand. There's his signature big hair. His jacket. His little card holder, I'd imagine. So here he is. No deep paint defects on this one from what I can tell. Oh, actually there's one little one, but I keep my pops in their boxes, so that doesn't really matter. Let's do the stand test without it. Yeah, he's gonna tip over because he's really top heavy. So let's put the stand on him and set him down. So there is Yugi. He was the protagonist in the first season of the show, and that's the main one I watched growing up. So I didn't really, follow the other series as they progressed. So there's that. So now let's take a look at Kaiba. And he was the antagonist of the show. I think he turned good though. And I wouldn't know, so here, first let's take a look at the box. I already took him up, but here's the side. Here's the other side of it. Now let's take a look at the figure. He didn't come with a stand, so there is that. So here he is in his signature look as well. He's also holding a card. He has on his white jacket. So here he is, looking smug like always. And he seems to stand up pretty good on his own, so that stand won't even be an issue. So there's Kaiba out of the way. Now let's take a look at the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is Kaiba's signature monster, which kind of makes you wonder why they didn't make Dark Magician for Yugi. They put Dark Magician Girl instead, but I prefer her over the Dark Magician, so there is that. Here's the box. This one actually feels a lot more heavier than the other two. I'd imagine it's because of his size, but I guess we will see once we open it. And this one didn't come with a stand as well, so keep that in mind. And here wow, this one actually is really big. So here he is. They got a lot of his detailing in the back and his wings and the top of his little head. So here he is. So let's see if he stands pretty good. Yeah, he seems to stand up pretty good on his own. Sometimes they make them without stands because I'm sure they test it out to see if they stand up very good on their own, but there are some that aren't included with stands and they just fall on their head, so who knows how they do that. But so far, I will say he is my favorite in the set. So let's put him next to Kaiba over here. And last but definitely not least, we have Dark Magician Girl, and she rounds out the set at number 390. So here she is. There's the side of her box. Now let's get her open. She comes with a stand because I'm sure she has the same problem as Yugi. She would fall because the top, her head and her hat are so heavy, I'm sure. So here she is. She has her little eyelashes and her pink blush she has in the show. She has her big hat. There's the back of her head. There's her boots. Focus, camera, focus. I don't think we'll be getting a close-up of the boots today. Maybe if I move it to this side. There we go. So there's that. There's her staff, or her wand. So here she is. Let's put her on her stand. And there she is. Now let me move all of them together for a shot together. I'll put these two together, and I'll put these two on the other side. So guys, there you have it. That is the complete Yu-Gi-Oh set that came out for Funko Pop. We have Yugi, Dark Magician Girl, Kaiba, and the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Out of all the sets that came out recently, I will say this is one of my favorites because I did grow up watching the show and collecting the cards, so I know these characters, and I'm glad they, put them into this kind of, made them into these figures because these look pretty good. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.